guys, this is the sixth and final part of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. So I've been going through all of them, seeing what I've got. So I've only got 3 more piles. I've got this one and this one to do, and then that's it. So let's get started. So first off, I've got the Lucio Fulci classic, Zombie Flesh Eaters. This could probably be my favourite Lucio Fulci film. Great zombie film, and I believe it's uncut as well. Next, I've got The Brides of Dracula. I've already got this on a Blu-ray. Great film. Another one I've already got on Blu-ray is The Omen. That's a brilliant film, that. I think the first one's my favourite. Next, this is quite random, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I believe I've watched it, but I can't remember much of it. But I thought they were fun films. The Matrix. I'll have to re-watch this one. It is good though. There's a lot of conspiracies believing that the world's a bit like the Matrix. That not everything's as it seems. Next I've got a couple of Fast and Furious and the second one. Not bad films. Got the DVD of The Mummy, Hammer film. The Mummy looks excellent. Christopher Lee playing it. Great film. Next, The Legacy. A lot of these films I've already reviewed on the channel. These few piles that I'm going through. This is the one I've done. Brilliant film. Catherine Ross is in it. And this and The Stepford Wives, 2 brilliant films that she was in. Love Story, I've reviewed this one. Thought it was really good. Won 7 Academy Awards. We've got X-Men The Last Stand. Not even sure if I've seen this one. This is a good one. A double bill of Vincent Price films, The Haunted Palace and The Tower of London. I don't think I've seen The Tower of London. Not sure if that's a horror film. I think it's just a historical. The Howling. That's one of my favourite werewolf films. That and An American Werewolf in London that came out the same year. 12 Angry Men. I've reviewed it. It's an excellent courtroom drama. Very confined film. He's trying to influence the jury to not guilty verdict. It's very tense. Great cast. Carrie. Brilliant Stephen King film. Great shock scene near the end. Reviewed this one. He's one of my favourites. The Omega Man with Charlton Heston. Brilliant that. A lot of these films are great. The Changeling, George C. Scott. Excellent ghost story. Chilling stuff. It's interesting that a lot of these older horror films were done in a serious way. This is one of them. If it was done these days, it'd be all tongue-in-cheek horror. This was serious stuff. The Day After Tomorrow. Not sure if I've seen this sci-fi film. Rosemary's Baby. One of my favourite horror films. Brilliant film that. She gives an excellent performance. Mia Farrow. Again, it's like done in a fairly serious way. The Haunting. from 1963, Robert Wise. I class this as my favourite horror film of all time. All about 4 investigators in a haunted house. It's done so well. Very great use of shadows. Done it again in a fairly serious way. Well, it's outstanding film. Perfect horror film. Harry Brown, Michael Caine. Brilliant this. These gang of youths are terrorising people who live in this estate, and Harry has enough and he sorts them out, even though he's an old guy. Great film. Jeepers Creepers. It's a bit since I've seen it, but I enjoyed it. Good monster movie. This is the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I thought it was rubbish. Typical example of a modern remake. Not a patch off the original. Nothing to see whatsoever. No originality. From Dusk Till Dawn, the trilogy. I think I've only ever seen the first film, which is excellent. Not sure if I've seen 2 and 3. Next, House on Haunted Hill. This is a remake of the Vincent Price film. It's quite good, considering it's a remake. Sliam's Lot. This is another one I've got, a Sliam's Lot. The other one was Blu-ray. One of my favourite Stephen King films. This is an interesting one, Rounders. About poker. Donnie Brasco, Al Pacino, Johnny Depp. So it's like a good thriller. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's one of them modern ape films. They're alright, but like I say, the original ape films are way better. Will Smith, I, Robot. Not even sure if I've seen this. The Full Monty, a funny comedy. The Grudge. Bionic Woman. This is the modern show. I thought it was okay, but not a patch off the original one starring Lindsay Wagner. Cold Eyes of Fire. Not even sure if I've seen it. Here's a box set of Pirates of the Caribbean. I believe it's the first 3 movies. I quite enjoyed them. Scary Movie. That's a fun film. I've done a lot of these. I think this is the only one I've got though. Here's another remake, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not sure if I've seen this one, so I can't really see if it's a good remake or a crap remake. Probably crap. The School. This is Bourne's favourite film. Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee. Excellent film. Some great direction, where the camera's point of view is looking through the skull's face, through the eyes. Tom Cruise film, Minority Report. Haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be okay. Shriek. Haven't seen. I think it's a spoof of the Scream films. Escape from Alcatraz, starring Clint Eastwood. I've reviewed this one, it's excellent. Patrick McGowan's a right swine. He runs the prison and Eastwood's trying to escape. And it's based on a true story as well. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Peter Cushing. I think this is my favourite in the Frankenstein series, the Hammer. Classic stuff that. Red Dragon, one of them Hannibal Lecter films. And this is actually a remake of Manhunter, but it's not as good. Frank Langella as Dracula. I've reviewed it. It's actually a bit underrated. It's quite a good film, that, actually. Hannibal Rising. What on earth's this? Didn't even know they did another Hannibal film. White Noise. Haven't seen this either. It sounds good. About them able to hear ghosts through static. Another Hellraiser sequel, Hellraiser Hellworld. Wonder how many they've made of these. Final Destination. They've made a lot of these as well. It's amazing how many sequels get done when a horror film's successful. Little Britain, I didn't know I had this, the complete second series. I like to get all of that, because it is a great comedy. It's on PC as well. What's this? The Mummy trilogy. The steel box set trilogy of the films. I think I've only seen the first one, The Mummy. Here's a modern version of Sliam's Lot, starring Rob Lowe. I remember it being rubbish. Next, I've got the 5 Death Wish films. I've reviewed the whole lot on the channel. The first one's definitely the best. Number 2's quite violent. 3's underrated. There's a lot of action in 3. After the first 3, it goes downhill though, with 4 and 5 being sort of like okay to watch, but nothing amazing. But first 3 are really good, especially the first one. That's a classic. Great film. Next, I've got the TV show The Sopranos. I really got into it, about gangsters, a family. There's some surprising events happen. So there's like there's 6 seasons of it, and the last season split into 2 box sets. So I really enjoyed it. I watched it years ago. Excellent show. Next, An American Werewolf in London. I think this has to be my favourite werewolf film. It's comedy horror, but it's so well done. And the effects are amazing. Great film, that. Another great film, Horror Express, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee. It's actually bloody scary. Telly Savalas is here. About an alien that goes inside different people as the alien, and it takes over bodies and the eyes go red. There's some really chilling scenes in it. Next, what's this? Panic in Year Zero I haven't watched, but I've watched The Last Man on Earth. Brilliant Vincent Price film. Great stuff. Another Hammer film, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. Very underrated film, that. It ends the Frankenstein series on a high, really. Nothing wrong with it. I've got The House on Skull Mountain and The Mephisto Waltz. And The Mephisto Waltz is brilliant. I'm not sure about The House on Skull Mountain, but The Mephisto Waltz is a brilliant film. I've reviewed it. So check out the review, guys. Excellent film. Underworld I haven't seen, about vampires. Outpost, haven't seen. I believe it's a zombie film set in the war. The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. Brilliant title. Haven't seen the film, but The title alone makes it worth getting. What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams. I'll have to watch this. I think it's supposed to be a good film. The Butterfly Effect. I'm not sure if I've seen it. Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone. It's a good film. The Postman Always Rings Twice. This is an older version. I didn't even know there was one. And I know about the one with what is it? Jack Nicholson, isn't it? And the other one. But I'll have to check this one out. The Wolf Man. Anthony Hopkins is in this one. Extended cut. I've watched it years ago and I was a bit disappointed with it. The Stepford Wives. This is one of my favourite films. Catherine Ross is in it. Now, I thought it was excellent. Really good. Here's a foreign film, City of God. I believe it's violent. Watched it years ago. Camp Blood 2, The Mirror of Terror. Not sure about that one. But this one's brilliant. Ghost Watch. This really did shock people on its broadcast. I've reviewed it, so check it out. Is it 1992 they did it? Yeah, it is. Michael Parkinson playing himself. So it's basically a team. Sarah Green, Mike Smith, Craig Charles. A team that go into a house checking it out, and it's kind of like a broadcast live, but it's not really, it's all scripted. It starts off really subtle, believable, then at the end it goes over the top a bit, but at the time people were shocked by it. I thought, bloody hell, what's going on? It was broadcast on Halloween. Now, I remember I was getting driving lessons at the time. My driving instructor the next day said she watched it and she was terrified. The Dead Zone. Brilliant. This Christopher Walken. Your Special Powers, based on Stephen King. Dead Set. This is a zombie TV show based in the Big Brother house. So these contestants have auditioned for Big Brother, and they're in the Big Brother house. Even Davina McCall's in. But outside there's a zombie invasion, and they break into the house eventually, the Big Brother house. So it's a mixture of Big Brother and zombie action, and I thought it was really well done, because I like Big Brother, so I really enjoyed it. Get Carter with Michael Caine. Classic film, set in Newcastle, near where I live. Very gritty film. So he's gone to Newcastle wondering why his brother got bumped off. All gangsters and stuff. And a downbeat ending. Race with the Devil. Pete Fonda. They see someone getting sacrificed in the woods, and they get chased all through the film. It's brilliant. Loads of action. And a weird ending. You've got to watch the film to check out the ending. And Soon the Darkness. This is a weird one. Pamela Franklin's in. So two girls go to a foreign country and they get stalked. But it's done in a good way. It's a great film from, is it 1945 or 46? 45. Different stories, Dead of Night. I love the ventriloquist story, but the Lincoln story is really clever. It's an excellent film, and it started off like the anthology horror films that Amicus Films continued with to great effect. So different stories. I particularly like the one where there's a girl and there's a ghost in this house and she's playing hide and seek. So check that out. These are a load of King Kong there type of films. There's a 4 in this. What are they? King Kong versus Godzilla, King Kong Escapes, colourised version of King Kong. Then you get this, I think it's 1976, something like that, like a remake. I love the soundtrack of this film, it's really good. You get Mighty Joe Young. Obviously it's not as good as King Kong, but it's still fun. And the same with Son of Kong. He has a son. So even though they're not as good as the original, they're still fun films. And that's a good remake of King Kong. Also on that set, I particularly like King Kong versus Godzilla. So I like to do some Godzilla films. He's a Quentin Tarantino box set. Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1 and 2. All 5 brilliant films. I think they've picked the best Tarantino films. Put them on this box set. Beyond the Grave, 20 films. When you get these movie packs though, the picture quality of the films aren't very good. So I'd avoid it. The same with this, 50 movies. You think, wow, what a great bargain, 50 films. But you find out the picture quality is a bit naff. And some of them are unwatchable. So avoid. Next we get the BBC version of Count Dracula with Louis Jourdan in 1977. And it's still my favourite version of Dracula. Jourdan's so creepy as the Count, with his eyes. Absolute brilliant production. And this is also Frankenstein the True Story, television production of Frankenstein with Jane Seymour. So both of these versions are 2 of the best versions of Dracula and Frankenstein. So try to get them if you can. Jason X. Yeah, crap. What's this? Man behind the mask. Probably crap. The Vampire Lovers and Lust for a Vampire. I enjoyed both of these. Both are really good films from Hammer. You can't go wrong with Vampire Lesbians. Sweeney Todd version with Johnny Depp. Yeah, it's okay. This is good though, The Long Good Friday, a thriller with Bob Hopkins and Helen Mirren. I was really impressed by this film, first time I watched it. Great film. Constantine, Keanu Reeves, never seen it. Casting the Runes, I've reviewed this one, Jan Francis, based on MRGMs. This is really good. That was a good production. A lot of these are well out of order. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I haven't seen that, so I can't say what I think. Casino Royale, the comedy, I've reviewed this one. It was a disaster really. Wasn't really that good, which is a pity. I thought it would have been a lot better. Here's a weird comedy show, Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. The guys from the Young Ones are in it. Rick Mail. It's not as good as the Young Ones, but it's still hilarious. He's like an actor. He's his agent, and he's just the one who hangs around. His bodyguard. The Legend of Hell House. This is a good one. It's a bit like The Haunting, for investigators going to a haunted house. Roddy McDowell's in. Oh, I really enjoyed it. Quest of Love. This is with Joan Collins. I've reviewed this one. Time travel. So this guy goes back in time and meets Joan Collins, and a lot of weird stuff happens. Great film. I reviewed this one a few years back, Miracle on 34th Street. Classic film in the 40s. Here's Twins of Evil. It's the third in the Karnstein series, after The Vampire Lovers and Lust for a Vampire, and this is the best one. Peter Cushing's outstanding in this film. He gives a great performance. There's the Collinson twins. Soylent Green, I've just reviewed not so long ago, Charlton Heston. Great sci-fi. Really good. I've got The Night Stalker and The Night Strangler on a double bill. The Night Stalker's the best of the two films, but they're both good. The Evil of Frankenstein, a Hammer film. Peter Cushing. It's not bad. Good film. Shivers. This is a David Cronenberg film, one of his first. About these parasites that go inside people and they drive you insane, wanting sex. Good film. The Squeeze. This is a thriller I've reviewed. Really good. It's well worth checking out. The Strangers. Pray at Night. Just average. Only if you want to go for Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter, my favourite Hammer film. And there's a wonderful box set of this film just come out that I might get. Just it's expensive. But this is my favourite of the Hammer films. Such a pity that they only did the one though. They could have made a full series of Kronos films, because Kronos stands for time. And they were intending to have different time periods and different vampires, different sorts of vampires. In this one, the vampires drain youth. But in other films, they would have did more unusual things. So they could have had one set in the 70s, or could have been endless, the possibilities. So, such a shame they only did one film. The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. This ended the Hammer Dracula series. But I don't count it because Christopher Lee wasn't in. And the film's not that great either. I always class the Satanic Rites of Dracula as the end of the Hammer series. Not this one. Straw Dogs, Dustin Hoffman, Susan George. Brilliant film where he's had enough of these villagers that are taking the piss out of him non-stop. And he fights back. Excellent. Drive-In Massacre, I've never seen. The Evil Dead. This is the first one, full uncut. Great film, I've reviewed it on the channel. In the Heat of the Night, Sidney Poitier, Rod Steiger. Classic film. They don't get on. So he's a bit pissed off because of the black cop. But it's a great film. and they get to be friends at the end. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. I don't like it. I love the first film, but I don't like the second. The other Stood Still, Keanu Reeves. Not saying it. I've not seen this either, Ravenous. I think it's about having to eat each other, I think. Dracula's Risen from the Grave. I think this is my favourite Christopher Lee Dracula film. Brilliant film. The use of lenses is great. Where he uses tinted lenses when Dracula's about to emphasise evil. Wait Until Dark, Audrey Hepburn. Brilliant film. She's blind and she's like getting stalked by these thieves and they kill someone. She doesn't know because she's blind. Excellent film. There's a brilliant jump scare. Reviewed it on the channel years ago. The Revenge of Frankenstein. This is the second in the Frankenstein series, which I found disappointing actually, weirdly enough. And The Wild Geese. Brilliant cast. Roger Moore, Richard Burton, Richard Harris. I think Richard Burton steals the show. He was excellent in it. A great film about these older guys who join forces and do a mission together. We're nearly finished, guys. We're on with the last column. Yeah! These I can speed through. This is another one of those 50 movie packs. There's a ton of titles that you think, wow, that's a bargain, but the quality's shit. So you can't watch them anywhere. This is a bootleg copy of Four Flies on Grey Velvet. At the time it was the best I could get of that film because it was impossible to get, but now you can get it. This is a steelbox tin of the Superman films. 20 hours of bonus features. 13 discs. Bloody hell. So it's Superman, another version of Superman, Superman 2, another version of Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4 and Superman Returns. I've got one of my favourite all-time shows, Blake 7, but it's coming out on Blu-ray. So I've got season 1, season 2's coming out. They're the 4 box sets of Blake 7. Brilliant show. I think maybe my favourite season's the 3rd one. These 2 are excellent. And the last season's weird because the first half has some of the worst stories ever, but the second half of the season has some of the best stories ever. So it's like split into 2 really. But as an outstanding final episode, really downbeat. Excellent show, Blake 7. I've got the animated Star Trek series, which I'll have to watch actually. I haven't watched it all. I've also got the Star Trek season 1. I was given this with new special effects, but I find it distracting. You're watching the show and then you see a new special effect and it puts you off. And finally, I'm going to look at the Star Trek shows that came after the original. So this is Star Trek The Next Generation, 1, 2, 3, season 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it's a strange show actually because there's great characters, but the first 2 seasons are like watching paint dry. Absolutely terrible. It's one of 2 good stories like Conspiracy, but it picks up with season 3. It's suddenly a totally different show where better stories and more faster moving. And that continued for 4, 5, 6 and 7, where it became a brilliant show. So apart from the first 2 really boring seasons, it's a great show. After that we got Deep Space Nine. So there was season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I actually haven't seen season 7 yet, but I've seen the first 6 and I thought they were all good. Trouble with shows that go on a long time though. I think 7 seasons is getting a bit too much, whereas 4 seasons is a sweet spot for me. Like Blake 7, it did 4 seasons and that was just right, but when you get to 7 seasons it's a lot of hard work. I'm to watch 7 seasons, but still a good show. Voyager gets a bit of stick, see, and it's not as good, but I liked it. I thought it was alright. I still prefer the original show though, with William Shatner and them, but Voyager was okay. And then we got Enterprise, which only did 4 seasons, and I think it was set before the original show, so it's like a prequel. I haven't seen it yet, amazingly. I've got them but haven't seen them. Then after that the Star Trek show took a break, then came back with Picard and some other shows which I haven't really watched. But that's it, that's all the Star Trek shows, and that's finally, I'm doing my collection. Yes! I've gone through all of them, every one. So what did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? There's Bones, Garden with Doctor Who, DVDs and Blu-rays. He's asleep at the time. Don't wake him up. So is there any ones you'd like to review in particular? Leave your comments below. So anyway, bye everybody, bye. Bye.